Alright guys, I'm back for the news, and it's going to be a short one today, because like a douche, I decided to make a video right after the weekend, so there wasn't really much news I could possibly pull on, but hey, whatever works. Anyway, so, there is still some new stuff here. Xbox and Bethesda will hold a second showcase next week. This is a showcase after the 12th one, so this is new. Xbox Showcase Extended takes place on June 14th. He said to temper your expectations for some of these new games, guys. I think in one other article, they said a lot of them are just going to be more on prior announcements. Not saying that there won't be anything new there, just don't expect there to be anything new, because, you know, games are taking a lot more time to build nowadays. Xbox and Bethesda have announced a second E3 showcase for this month on June 14th. Announced just earlier today on June 6th, the Xbox Game Showcase Extended will be held next week on Tuesday. They need to come up with new naming for this. June 14th, this event, which kicks off on the day of at 10 a.m. PT at 1 p.m. ET, 6 p.m. BST, and I've never heard of BST, but will be 90 minutes in total, and go behind the scenes in some games with interviews as well as debuting brand new trailers. In short, it's a second Xbox and Bethesda showcase, but one that decidedly more low-key than the first. The primary showcase is going to be taking place later this week on June 12th, and will be kicking off at exactly the same time of 10 a.m. PT, 6 p.m. BST. This is where you are going to see the big announcements, like possibly a Starfield trailer, for example. Okie dokie. This is Xbox's traditional E3 broadcast, even though it's taking place without the actual E3 event going on around this year. The ESA announced earlier this year in 2022 that the event would be called off, both in physical and digital format, so there's no E3 going on whatsoever. And as I said, they're probably just going to start doing what PlayStation and Nintendo are doing, and coming up with their own, like, YouTube showcases that they do periodically, like State of Play and Nintendo. I don't remember what Nintendo's are called, but you know what I mean. Yeah, pretty much. Microsoft promises to play nice with future unions, too. The manufacturer said it will collaborate with employees who want to unionize. Okay, well, if they're being genuine about that, then great. But, I don't know. Microsoft is trying to strike a more consolatory tone with organized labor as it looks to get its $69 billion mega video game merger with Activision Blizzard okayed by the Federal Trade Commission. Vice Chairman and President Brad Smith wrote that the company is committed to create collaborative approaches with unions in a blog post Thursday. It's a rare, proactive step that comes short after a group of Activision Blizzard developers formed the first ever union at a major company. Our employees will never need to organize to have a dialogue with Microsoft's leaders, Smith wrote, but we also recognize the workplace is changing. That's why we are sharing principles to guide our approach with labor organizations. They proceeded to lay out the principles for dealing with unions that just short of actual saying Microsoft would voluntarily recognize any new unions employees tried to form in the future. The comments also come after recent reports that the FTC will be looking into the impact of labor when it reviews Microsoft's deal to buy Activision Blizzard. Communications worker of America's Secretary-Treasurer Sarah Steffens called the announcement encouraging and unique among the major tech companies in a statement, but also said that the principles must be put into action and incorporated into Microsoft's day-to-day operations. In its expectations for its contractors, Microsoft did not immediately respond to the request for comment. That really kind of worries me when a company says that they'll play nice, because most of the time they won't. Especially because they understand that they're going to lose profit margin when companies unionize. Because they will, by their very nature, have to pay higher wages. And they're always in their vested interest to keep your wages as disgustingly low as possible as they can get. But hey, I don't know. If they're saying they'll play nice, I doubt that they're going to. But if any company has the wherewithal and the big pockets to play nice with unions, it's Microsoft. I mean, they practically bleed money on a daily basis, throw money out there, you know. I wouldn't say bleed money, but they have enough money in their pockets that they could literally blow anytime they want. Yeah, I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Amazon partners with disruptive new publisher, disruptive to publish a new online multiplayer action adventure game. Amazon Games is set to publish an online multiplayer action adventure game by the India studio Disruptive Games. I wonder what has been going on with their new world. I haven't kept track of that in a long time, so I had friends that were playing it, but outside of that, I wasn't really all that interested. While very little about the game itself is given away, indie outfit Disruptive, which has worked on Diablo 2 Resurrected, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, and Godfall says in a press statement that it's focused on multiplayer first gaming experience that immerse players in the living world. More details about the game itself will be revealed at a later date, although it appears it's set to come to PC as well as PlayStation, Xbox consoles, which one remain unclear for now. So, okay. So, they got a studio that worked on some pretty high-profile games working on it. For Tony Hawk. Godfall tanked, though. I don't know about that one. You'll see a DragonAge Deadwolf in 2022, but you won't play it. I think they're talking about how the announcement's happening this year, but they're not going to release anything when it comes to release date anytime soon, so it's probably going to be either next year or year after. Okay. While BioWare gave DragonAge 4 a title today, they did not reveal much. Alongside the reveal trailer for DragonAge Deadwolf, today's BioWare has confirmed that the game will not launch in 2022. We suspect you will have questions. They'll be answered in time, BioWare says in a blog post. While the game won't be releasing this year, we're going to closer to the next adventure. This makes official what industry insiders have been saying for months. Reporter and leaker Jeff Grubb, that guy, suggests that you should expect the new DragonAge to launch no sooner than the second half of 2023. Rest assured, Solus is placing his pieces on the board as we speak. BioWare continues all we have for now, but we hope, knowing the official title has sparked some intrigue as well, be talking more about the game later this year. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say earlier. When at the beginning of the video. Summer Game Fest is primarily focused on already announced games. Definitely manage your expectations. Mine are kind of low as it is anyways at this point, so there ain't really much that could tank them any further. The Summer Game Fest showcase is primarily focused on already announced games and will only feature a couple of new game announcements. Presenter Jeff Keighley has shared the new news on Twitter in an audio stream transcribed by Video Games Chronicle, during which he told fans to definitely manage your expectations ahead of the E3 showcase, which features games from multiple developers and publishers. We've got a couple of new game announcements in the show, and hopefully some surprises if everything holds, Keighley said, but it definitely is a show that's primarily focused on stuff that is announced. So expect the lion's share of games that are announced are shown to be already announced, like maybe, I don't know how many titles they plan to say. Out of 20 titles, maybe like 17 of them are already shown. We're doing some good stuff for you, but definitely manage your expectations in terms of the megaton shocks that you'll be expecting. This is not the Game Awards. We've got lots of good stuff to show you, but buyer beware of some of the crazy rumors I'm seeing out there in the terms of things people expect to get announced. And yeah, I can already see people making those rumors right now on the internet. Twitter especially. The Summer Game Fest will still have great announcements, of course, using the Elden Ring trailer and release date revealed last year as an example of how new information about an already announced game can just get as exciting as something brand new. You might see some stuff on DLC too. It's entirely possible. I have no idea what they're going to show, but I'm just saying. As always, sources used in the video will be in the description below. Drop me a like and subscribe. If you like my videos, please ring the bell. I greatly appreciate it. Any news I don't get here, I'll post on my Twitter, and I'll see you guys in the next video.